know if I'm actually here in real time right now. It's a weird question to ask, but can you hear me? Hopefully, y'all see I'm live right now. But hey, hey, I'll do my greeting once I know for sure. Let me see. So, can y'all see me? Okay, I see. Okay, it changed on this end. Oh, echo. There we go. Okay. So I'm live on my end, so I should be good now. So hey, my trendies, trendsetters, and my trendy tribe. And I heard my voice. I know my sound should be good. We are in the Wild Wild West. So when Shan comes back in the room, Linda, Peaches and Cream might be in here. 41 Fit. I saw she said she'll be right back. They'll hold the chat down. Until then, I'll be on my own personal block game as well if I have to. But how are y'all doing? Let me go ahead and do my greetings. That's that's what I need to do. Let me say hello. So, hey Shan, one of my legal eagles, part of the Mod Squad. Hey Shan. Hey lovely Linda Gamble, one of the hardest working mods on YouTube. Hey Indigo Girl, Hill 75. Kim Jones, Bonnie Mason. Bonnie was number 12 on the likes. Miss Lady One with the Virgo lips. My Miss Lady One gonna always hold it down. Hey Miss Lady One, number 14. Hey Lady Sweetness to you. And hey again to most of y'all, because I either saw you in Chit Chats live today or I saw you in Don Don's live today. So hey again. Hey my sweet sis, 41 Fit, part of the Mod Squad. She said I was number 3. Come on now. The Holy Ghost and the T is silent. Okay. Hey, Paper Chase 22. Hey, Deborah Jackson. Yana. Yep, seeing you again, Yana. Hey, Valerie Owens. Miss Cutie Pie. Yvette Bell. Veronica Monroe. Mama V. Audrey Gavins. Baby Peaches 1960. VG. TD Love 14. How are you, my fit sister? Got another fit sis in here. Hey, Vanessa Stevens. Did I say? Oh, is there a repeat right now? Do I have an echo right now, or am I just late to seeing this message? Hopefully, y'all let me know. Am I echoing right now? Let me make sure. Hey, let's be clear. Angel 1, MC Geechee, April with the 2 L's. Hey, too blessed for you. Okay, no echo. Thank you. Hey, IPV. Okay, good, Bonnie. Good. Hey, Creole girl. Okay, good. I'm glad, because I'm like, now I don't know how to fix that, so I'm happy about that. Okay, so hey CC. So we got two major topics today. Might sprinkle in some other stuff, but the two major topics are how I'm moving forward with trending tries. My regulars, y'all already have seen a little bit of the samples of trending tries because you know the story behind this wig if you have seen it. So you you already know that one. And also we have the attorney that was in the courtroom representing Lil Woody. Her name is Kayla Bumpus. You're gonna hear the audio, and I will link her video later so you can go watch it if you want to. But you're gonna hear the audio of her with the attorney that everybody said Melnick. They said that he left Kayla out to dry. He knew that they was gonna go in on Lil Woody like that at the ex parte thing. So Melnick comes up on her live. Lil Woody comes up on her live. And then she also speaks with Kat Not Williams, which I don't know her, but I saw the chat was going up for her, so I was like, oh, okay, she probably pretty good. But there's some things she was saying in there that talked more about the case a little bit, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna play that too. Now her whole video, which I won't do, is like 2 hours long, so I'm gonna be in the first 30 to 40 minutes of that video. Because I feel like that's the meat and potatoes, and then she talks about the transcript, which you can go back and watch her video for that. So, oh, you know what, y'all? We might not be too bad in the Wild Wild West because I do have subscribers only mode turned on, so that might help a little bit too. I forgot about that, so y'all might not have to deal with too much. Okay. So first thing, this is I don't have it's not a planned speech, so you don't have to forgive me if I'm pausing, however I choose to handle this part of it. But I do have to make this part. I have to make it clear for myself. Like, Trina, you better be setting your boundaries. You better, for the good of myself and for others, because sometimes we already see way down the road, and so you try to head it off. Thank you, Alpha MC. I appreciate it. She said, wait, this unit looks good on you, Trent. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, beautiful Brittany Janae. Okay, so, and I will probably be saying hi as I go through this when I can. I don't want to interrupt myself too much because they be starting to fuss at me when I do that, y'all. Yes, Yvette. Yes, we House of the Dragons. Let's start there. Last night, 41 Fit and I reviewed House of the Dragons episode 3. No, I have not watched episode 4 yet. I had to work in the morning, okay? So I did not watch it yet, but I know it's epic and I can't wait. But we really love reviewing the show. So if you are someone that would like to see some people you kind of already familiar with reviewing the show that you watch, or if you like, I've been curious, but I'm not really committed to watching it, come on, watch our review, see how it goes. But we have so much fun with each other, and I don't know if 41 fits back in here, but my thing came in, so we will definitely have at least one surprise for you this Sunday coming up, maybe two, because I think we're securing our guest as well. So wait for that. We should have a guest for episode 4 review. So I'm excited. I'm excited. So yeah, thank you, baby pictures. I love those reviews. Thank you. Those do not get a lot of traction for us because it is very niche, and it even could be outside of something obviously I'd be known for. So please hit the replay and just check it out. We really care, and we do talk about the show. We're not just there to go on the surface of it. We really like the show. Is it George R.R.? Oh, not that special, CC. I love the faith you have in. I love the faith that you have in us, CC. But no, that's not who it is. But I love that, CC. Thank you for having that much faith in me. True, I couldn't get into the House of Dragons. It ended up watching me. That's okay, Kim. That's okay. Get your tissues for episode 4. I know. Oh God, I know and I don't know because I don't know everybody that we ain't gonna make it out with. But Game of Thrones fashion, House of Dragon fashion, people have to go. So I'm just like, let me be prepared for whoever. I know who it's not gonna be yet, unless they totally switch the storyline. Like for instance, I know it's not gonna be Daemon yet. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. All right. So okay, I think we are good in here now. So let me go ahead and start off with the first topic, which is trending tries. And trending tries is just the playlist that I named because there are some things that y'all have asked me about, like my kinky hair wigs and stuff like that. Y'all have asked me about, so I was like, I'm gonna create a playlist because it's some stuff I want to share the benefits or the not so great things about company and stuff like that. So I'm putting it in the trending tries playlist. The video that started it out was Jay Taylor doing my makeup. Shout out to my friend Jay. He did my makeup. He used 7th Avenue products. It was beautiful. That's where my banner comes from now, on my channel and everything. So forever and ever, I told him I'm gonna get the most out of those pictures. I would get the most out of those. But that's what I was like, if I'm gonna kick it off, what better way to kick it off than my friend doing my makeup in person, me getting to hang out with him. And then of course I told him if he wants to, he can definitely take that video and put it on his channel, and then, you know, whatever he wants to do with the video, he can do, obviously. But yeah, so I have so many things. For instance, I want to show y'all. Watch, I don't have it up here. Watch, it's not up here because that would be too convenient. Son of a bee. Okay. As an example, I have the little thing I got from TikTok. Me and Don, I think we got ours at the same time because they had a sale and everything on TikTok. And it's this little stand that holds your phone. There's many versions. I'm just gonna show you the one that I bought. But there's many versions that'll do just great. But it tracks your face as you move. So like if it was on this stand right now that my phone's sitting on, and I would go like that, it would try to follow my face. You know, it would literally, so I don't have to worry about twisting my phone. It would rotate and pivot for me. So for not even just content creators, but for people that are like trying to film, I don't know, you might just be trying to record something and you might want to keep up with your face. Many people can use it. That's one of the things I want to review. So it's equipment stuff. It's thank you, Kim. Thank you so much. It's equipment things. It's hair. It'll probably be not necessarily makeup, but for instance, I've seen something on Instagram I want to try. And it's one of those setting sprays or whatever. And Oh, and there's a primer I want to try. Stuff like that. I want to review those, right? So anyway, I'm like, this needs its own list. It needs its own category. So Alpha MC said, yes, Trending, please share that product because I would love to order one. I got you, Alpha MC. I'm mad it's not up here right now, but I still would have had to find the link, but it must be downstairs. But that does also lead me to see, I have seen a complication forming before it's become a complication, but I'm usually a cautious person, right? So what I feel like I have to be firm on is I can't be solicited to review a product in the sense of like, if you are subscribed to me and I can't do it. I can't do it because it gets complicated fast. And it is not necessarily on the person. I think that as a business owner, you have to be fearless and put yourself out there. I mean, I have my own merch and everything. So it's not that it's that kind of negative, like, people are at, no. It's that I feel like there's too many ways for it to go left because one of my main things is I want to be able to give an honest review. And as much as I want to be honest, I don't know if I could always for sure hold that honesty with someone I know that has like supported my channel. And we don't have a personal relationship. We just are like, but I know you enough. Like as soon as I see your name, oh, that's my person. I don't think I have it in me to even want to be put in that position to review a product of someone I like that has asked me to review their product, if that makes sense. Because I will do my best to be honest, and I do think sometimes people think, well, she said she'll be honest, but I know my product's great. But then what if I don't think your product's great? I don't want that complication. I don't want that complication. Also, I'm gonna throw this one out. Should I say it? I'm gonna say the example just to show that I'm like, should I say it? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to think of the effects later. It's a positive. Dang, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I've been thinking about this not even just since last night. It's been a while. I'm gonna name two. I'll name two because this is me. Honestly, I love that for people that have their own business, and it looks like it is awesome. Oh y'all, this is hard because I don't know how to say what I want to say. I have Zelle. I do have Zelle trending at some point. I'm gonna say it because this is a positive, and then I can use this as an example because it's a positive. There's nothing bad about this at all. Yeah, I may muddy the waters a little, and I don't want to muddy the waters. So, for instance, shout out to Shay P. Shay P, I have heard great things about her hair products, right? And I'm saying this, don't send me nobody else. I'm not trying to shout out people all the time because then you might get mad at me because I didn't pick that person. So I'm just saying this naturally, like some of the trends are even like, I'm not trying to overstep bounds. I just saw you were mad at the wig and so like that. Like, so this is why I'm saying that, but I need the expectation to be zero that I will mention someone's name because I don't like that pressure. And Shay P did not reach out to me. She didn't say nothing to me. This is from word of mouth, and I'm just using this as an example. Shay P has, what I have heard, are superior hair wigs, products, and everything, right? So shout out to Shay P. She was the example of how I knew I had to set some firm boundaries. Not because she didn't reach out to me. She did not reach out to me, y'all. But I was like, there may be somebody else that will be like, well, you tried this person's hair, try my hair, and then maybe it may not fit me, right? And I don't know. And it could be anything. It could be like, that just wasn't my cut. It couldn't even be anything bad. It just be like, you know what I mean? So I heard great things about Shay P's hair, and I was like, okay, if I get Shay P's hair, but then the next person's like, Trending, go check out this hair, check out whatever, and I'm just like, I don't know, and it's like, oh, now Trending funny. She being funny, she acting real funny, and I was like, I don't want this muddy complication. Then, of course, I talk to some people that give wise words. I just want to have as much no pressure fun as I can, because my life outside of this camera can already have the complications. I don't want that over on YouTube as well. So one more place, I'm gonna go ahead and say their name because I don't want them to think it's about them, because it's not. And she subscribes to me, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this one too, just to show it's not about that. These are just my examples, because also I did go check out your website, and the stuff was cute over there. I'm just going to have to steer clear here, but I wish success on every person that is a small business. I wish success. My other person, because I don't want them to think there's any subliminals going on, because there's not. Like, I really don't have, I haven't bought anything to be reviewing it, or like, well, I don't want to review it because whatever. So Shapey, I've heard great things about. Word of mouth is carrying you, my sis, Shapey. And then the other one, Phil Hairco, just letting y'all know, that's my other just someone that does hair as well, sells hair, everything like that. Now that's gonna be probably my last time in it even being an inadvertent shout out, because I don't want to muddy the waters, not with them, but with how I can see that goes in the future, on how people just get funny on you, or they think you're getting funny on them, and it's not what you're trying to do. So I'd rather just let me. I don't even want to try. I don't even want to try. I don't even want to do it right now, even if there was a contract or anything. I just don't even want to try. I just want to keep it clean with, I didn't know anything about this company, but I was curious, or I saw this ad and I wanted to try it. That's where I kind of want to keep it, just to keep it as clean as possible. Things get complicated so fast for no reason, and I just want to head it off. Angela's okay. American born, you getting me? Angela, you getting me? Hey, Queen Wisdom. Okay. Hey, Veronica Monroe. Yes. So that's why I want to have fun with y'all at the end of the day. Now, obviously, if we're doing more serious topics, it's not so much having fun, but I get nervous on some things real fast. So why even do that? Why put either of us through this, right? Right, it could, Bonnie, in some way, it's gonna be a wild card out there, and it's gonna go left, Bonnie. That's exactly that's exactly what I think as well. So, okay, so y'all are getting my drift. It is nothing bad has happened. It is me trying to use foresight, other experiences, just it's no. So yeah. So I'm gonna say what my Fleeces 41 Fit says. With that being said, we have a lot of products coming. I'm so curious about so many gadgets and stuff I've seen. I've still got to start my Amazon affiliate link thing, because I want to share my mic and camera with y'all, but I told myself, you need to buckle down and actually get your link set up, because let me tell y'all what two people have already done. Two people, and I hope y'all end up liking the experience, but two people did try the Factor prep meals. I'm sorry. Alpha C's comment. She says, so all that being said, this wig, as mad as I am, the wig is doing okay. It's doing okay. It's not what it was supposed to be, but it ain't the worst. You know what I mean? Hey, Tanya B. But so and shout out to Don, because Don, he's had his Amazon lives, and he's gonna have another one. If it's not today, I think he has a Amazon live coming up, a Walmart live. Check those out. It's like certain people come at a time to keep you focused on things. So I just feel like he be doing so much. I'll be like, let me get focused, Lord. So shout out to Don. I will let him know y'all love the dragon intro. Yes, American born. I will let him know. Oh, Alf, it held up just fine, because I think it is human hair. I think it is actually human hair. So it did hold up fine for the workout. It was breathable to me. I have on technically, well, 2 caps in the wig is technically what I have on, and I still feel like it's breathable. So it held up pretty nice for the workout. No issues, no issues. That's a good question. That's real life right there. Oh, the factor meals. So for the people that tried the factor meal prep and you use my link, I definitely appreciate you. I hope you're enjoying some of the meals. It's gonna be some trial and error because there's so many meals offered. But I hope that there's some that you see like, oh, okay, I like this. I won't get this one next time and stuff like that. So shout out to the ones that use the factor meal prep link because I got notified and I definitely obviously appreciate it because they did give me a discount if someone uses the link. So that was cool. And then of course the person that uses the link gets a starter discount and stuff like that. So yeah, I've eaten out less also. I'm going to have to show y'all how the meals look and how they come because I just got a new thing in today. So we'll have to do that. So expect another one of these type lives and I'll just hold them up and I'll take the sleeve off so you can kind of see how they look and everything. I'll tell you the calorie count if you want to know. I'll show y'all that because I got a group of them right now that I can actually kind of talk about. So that'll make it even better because you can see what it is. Um, they asked J28T is she windmilling night by today. So okay, so that was the factor stuff. Let's see. Okay, so let's do a sound test to see if you can hear attorney Kayla Bumpus, who was the attorney for Lil Woody at the on necess- realistically really like a 1 day thing. It seemed like she was supposed to be his attorney, like filling in for Melnick. Let's see if you can hear her audio and then we'll go from there because I want y'all to hear her. She brings Melnick up on the thing to say, hey, I promise he didn't throw me under the bus for this ex parte. A little bit of how it went in that ex parte meeting. Somebody asked for the factor link again. Okay, I'll have to put it in my description box. I'll put it in my description box. Thank you, Shan, because I sure missed it. She brings up Lil Woody. Lil Woody comes up. He can't talk about the case, but he could talk about a couple things. So he talked about that a little bit, and then she talked to Cat Not Williams about a few things too that I thought were interesting. So let's do a quick sound check and let me know if you can hear her by if you can hear her clearly, put a number 1 in the chat. If you can hear her clearly, if you cannot, a number 2. Okay, here we go.
I just want to be myself, but I want to talk about all kinds of stuff. I want to talk about, have you guys been watching Netflix? I want to talk about that guy with 1,000 kids. Who wants to talk about him? That's crazy.
Okay, 2 blessed for you said 1. Alpha MC says 2. We got 1 2 1 2 1 2. 1. Okay, I'm gonna turn the volume up a little bit more. Hold on. Okay, I see more ones. Veronica says 2. Angel says 2. Okay, I got her volume up a little bit more. Let me know if you can hear her. Also, I don't even know if that was from my household or not, but somebody revved up outside, which didn't make it any better. So hold on, let's try again.
But for the next couple of days, the next couple of times I get with you guys, I definitely will answer questions you have about the case. But I don't want you guys to think that all I'm going to talk about and all I have to offer is about YSL, because I'm so much more than that. Just want to give you guys a little introduction about me. I'm from Atlanta and I have been practicing for 8 years almost. This is my 8th year, going into my 8th year. And I see a lot of people, I'm going to answer some preliminary questions. I see a lot of people asking about why did Melnick send a personal injury attorney to a criminal courtroom? Well, truth be told is I was a criminal attorney for 5 years. And in the last 2 years, I have endeavored into personal injury. But I never stopped practicing criminal because it's what I'm good at. And, you guys may not know me, but if you're from Atlanta, I'm sure you know me. If you have ever been arrested in Fulton County, I bet you know my name. So I'm going to just say that. Anyway, so the mole situation. On lead attorney, I talked about how initially when we came from the meeting, a lot of people said that, I was the mole. But I'm going to be honest, when we came from the meeting, if you have read or know anything about the transcript, the meeting ended around 11 something and court 11:40ish, and court started immediately. So I immediately went into the courtroom. And I want to say that maybe 30 minutes into being in the courtroom that we went on break. And when we went on break,
I didn't get that.
when we went on break is when we hear about this infamous got you on camera video.
Okay, just making sure everyone's following so far. This is attorney Kayla Bumpus. She was present to represent Lil Woody in the ex parte meeting. Um, and she's talking about her actual experience in there versus what has um been like speculated to happen. She can't obviously talk about too much, but she's definitely just showing how she didn't feel the same way a lot of people felt about it, is what I was gathering from her. Trending tries Aquarius Goddess is me trying out some different products, but go back for my main message of the trending tries stuff though, because that was the important part. I feel like I'm gonna have to give a tiny disclaimer before I start a product recommendation too, because I feel like obviously everybody's not gonna see this one live, but you're good. Okay, sorry y'all. Okay, so back to Kayla Bumpus talking about her experience and how she's heard that somebody caught y'all on camera and all this other stuff. Okay.
So it's true, he does have me on camera, and I was talking to 4 attorneys, and that was just the beginning of them knowing what was really going on. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So let's talk about another question. But I'm going to answer it. I'm going to tell you guys everything.
If it gets quiet, she's reading her live chat because she's live streaming as she's speaking about this. So when it gets quiet like that, she's looking at her own live chat. Now, there's somebody that comes up, and it's a couple other times. I'm gonna tell y'all what some of this live chat is saying, because they was not feeling one person that came up at all. Then there might be other questions that they might be trying to ask her. I'll share with y'all too.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you watch my meeting on the interview on the lead attorney, I think when he did his judicial notice, he definitely said that we were meeting from 10:17 to 11:28, and I definitely immediately knew that was incorrect, and I was so scared, like, oh Lord, here we go. But I think once he released the transcript, that he did correct that, and he does say that we only met for about 17 minutes, which is more of the truth. I went to John Marshall Law School for my JD, and I went to Georgia State Law School for my Master's of Law, and I went to Georgia State for undergrad. Now, one question I'm not going to be able to talk to you about is anything that Woody told me, because let's talk about attorney-client privilege.
Okay, first of all, she calls him Woody, and I don't know, is that his name? We're saying I've been saying Lil Woody, but maybe when he actually said this, my nickname is pronounced Woody, because she definitely says Woody, which as a country person, I totally get either one. Woody, either way. But as you see, she's not gonna talk about things covered under attorney-client privilege. There's other times she'll say, when Lil Woody comes up, she'll say, I know you can't talk about this, but tell us how you felt, or just she'll have certain questions that she asks, with her, she herself not wanting to risk her, she doesn't want to go in front of the bar for anything crazy. She to me is, I believe she's staying cautious. I don't know I would feel like she is. It's too much high visibility for her not to be staying cautious. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we'll keep going.
You guys have heard about attorney-client privilege the past couple of weeks if you've been following the case. And pretty much we'll start off with immediately when Attorney Steele exposes the meeting into open court into the world, then Judge Glanville, he says, I have a pretty good idea who did it, and I'm sure she did it when she did it, she violated attorney-client privilege. So we want to talk about that. I really cannot answer anything that Woody told me that is protected by privilege. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, guys, here we go.
Okay. So she should introduce him, but just so you know, who has just come up on her stream is attorney Jon Melnick, who apparently he had like a non-refundable ticket to Alaska or something. And so he had asked her to fill in, but he is saying when he even asked her to fill in for him to represent, I'm gonna say Woody because Shan said it is pronounced Woody. So I'm gonna try to practice saying Woody. But that his understanding was they knew his client was going in just to plead the fifth. Lil Woody was going in to plead the fifth. That's why he was going. So all this other stuff that happened, he was like, that's not what was expected. And no, I didn't try to throw her under the bus and all this other stuff. And Kayla's like, me and Melnick are just fine. I didn't feel set up, all those things. Yep, the hood names hit different, Shan. They sure do. Okay, so Jon Melnick is up on the screen with Kayla right now. Okay.
God. It's who everybody wants to know. Where is, look who we got, guys. Everybody put a green heart in the chat for Melnick. Come on, he's not gonna talk.
How you doing, Kayla?
How you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
Doing good. Look at all the green hearts you're getting.
Great. All right. Well, what do you want to know? What does everybody want to know?
What does everybody want to know? Okay. So, Melnick, can you first tell everybody that you do not hate me?
Of course not. Absolutely not. You were doing me a huge favor.
Okay, everybody's been asking about stand-in attorneys, and a lot of people have been giving me pushback and saying that in the transcript that I did not stand up for Woody, and I did not say anything, and I let the state badger him, and I did not protect his rights. And I have been telling them that I didn't have a duty to Simone or Adrian, and that I allowed them to do what they wanted to do. And off the record, I talked to our client, which would not be in the transcript.
Right.
But could you explain to them what a stand-in attorney is and what's the role of a stand-in attorney?
Well, essentially, you were filling my role in this case. I had represented Kenneth for a while, and when the state surprisingly was intending to call him as a witness without speaking with me beforehand, I notified them that Kenneth didn't want to testify. We had a hearing in front of Judge Glanville. Glanville said we were going to reconvene the hearing on Monday. Well, that Monday, June 10th, was not a good day for me because I had plans to go out of town. So I called you and I said, please help me out here. Just come to court. All Kenneth wants to do is take the fifth, and then all this happened.
Okay, so his impression when he asked her to be the stand-in attorney was Kenneth, which is Lil Woody, wanted to plead the fifth. There was supposed to be all this other stuff. What was I gonna say? I feel like there was something else I was gonna say. I'm gonna think of it as soon as I hit play again. So I'll just let them keep. Oh, the comments, the live chat in her live chat. They're saying, was the transcript redacted? Was the transcript complete? They're just almost repeating that question. Was the transcript redacted? Was it complete? All this stuff, and she will talk about that a little bit later. But that's what they are like, basically yelling at her about.
Okay, and then another thing people have been just bashing me about is if Melnick was there, he would have never let this meeting go on.
Well, and I mean, this is a first of its kind type of thing that I've ever seen anywhere. So I don't know that any lawyer has enough experience or knowledge or know-how to deal with these types of issues that you were presented with that day, something that I never would have anticipated. I certainly anticipated that the state was going to try to get Kenneth to testify. but I never would have anticipated that you would have been summoned into a courtroom in front of a judge with a court reporter and several deputies and both prosecuting attorneys, or all the prosecuting attorneys, and that this would have happened. I've never heard of it happening before, and neither has anybody else.
So the way it went down, he, like you said, it's, I don't know. I hope y'all can hear it clearly. I'm just repeating and everything just in case. But so that it was unexpected. Like he said, yes, I expected them to try to get him to consider testifying, but not in the manner that they did with the intimidation, and this is like an actual formal ex parte. This is or emergency ex parte. You got all the prosecuting attorneys in there. You got the investigators in there. Okay, it's very clear. Okay, thank you, Shan. Thank you.
Okay, so you don't have to answer this. I think we talked about this. You can say no. Okay, but this is what we're gonna do, Melnick. You got 3 questions I'm gonna ask you, right? So
okay.
One, you can plead the fifth on one. You can get forced immunity on one. And the third one you gotta answer, okay?
All right, let's go.
Okay. Everybody wants to know, did you file the bar complaint on Adrian?
No, I have not.
Okay, well now you got 3 more.
Okay, he did not file a bar complaint against Adrian. They're all asking that, and they're also asking Kayla if she did, but later on you'll see what she says about Love and everybody else, and I don't know whose first name and last names, but so I don't. But yeah, he said he did not file one.
Gotta go. Okay, so no bar complaint on Adrian. Okay, everybody wants to know, did you really send Adrian an email that says F you?
So it's very misunderstood, okay? I didn't just say F you, all right? Here's the context. I had sent an email, and I'm not looking at the emails right now, so this is not verbatim. I had sent an email saying, Kenneth has always said that he didn't want to testify. You knew this, and you've created this situation. Miss Love sent me a response saying, whose interests are you looking out for? Are you looking out for Kenneth's interests, or are you looking out for the interests of Mr. Steele's client and Mr. Shart's client? Which is an implication that I'm doing anything, that I'm trying to help out somebody else's client, that I don't have my own client's best interests at heart, which is essentially the worst thing you could ever accuse an attorney, a criminal defense attorney, of doing. So I wrote her back and I said, if that's what you think that I'm doing, if you think I'm doing anything other than protecting Kenneth Copeland, then you can go F yourself. Those were my exact words. Maybe not the best choice of words I've ever used.
Okay, so he told Love to go F herself. Oh God. So did you get that, J2018? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put my phone on Do Not Disturb real fast just to make sure nothing interrupts us as we keep going. These Georgia attorneys ride for their clients. All right. Ooh. Okay, hold on. All right, cool. We're on Do Not Disturb just in case. All right, look, we'll keep going. I don't know how much he'll be on now, but Lil Woody's up after Melnick drops down.
So anyway, but I did send the infamous email.
Okay, and so we just thank you so much for coming on here. What do you think is going to happen with this trial being on pause? Do you think that Judge Cross should recuse herself, or how do you feel about what's next?
Well, I think the case should go to somebody outside of Fulton County, somebody who does not have an ongoing professional relationship with Judge Glanville and with the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. I think they need to bring a judge in from outside the county to hear the motion to recuse.
Do you think that if this goes to the Fulton, if this trial were to go anywhere other than Fulton County, that these guys would get a fair trial?
Whew, that's a tough one. You mean Jeffrey Williams and everybody else? Would they get a fair trial if it were transferred out of Fulton County?
Yeah.
Whew. I'm trying to think of where cases, if there's ever been a change of venue out of Fulton County and where they've gone to. So if the case were to be transferred out of Fulton County, it would have to go to a county with comparable demographics. And one county that comes to mind that I think would have comparable demographics is Chatham County, which is Savannah. Would they get a fair trial in Savannah? I don't know. It's a really good question. It's really hard to say. I think they get a fair trial. Whether they get the outcome they want is a different story.
All right, well, we know, everybody, Attorney Melnick is preparing for a murder trial that's going out on Monday, so we can't take too much of his time, but we want to say thank you so much for coming on here. You are the missing piece to the whole story. Everybody's question is Melnick still in Alaska with the non-refundable ticket?
Alaska was beautiful, by the way.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us.
Okay, so the other thing that keeps going up in the chat repetitively is who is the mole? Who was the mole? I don't think well, at least for the up to the time I watched it, that question was not answered. I don't think it would be answered if anybody's smart. I don't think it would. So if nobody knows, that's good. But obviously at some point I guess Judge Glanville thought Bumpus was the mole possibly, but yeah, no, nobody's answering that question so far as I had seen. Okay, anything would be fair away from that judge. A fair trial is what it should be about. Hey, Teresa, I saw you. Yeah, YouTube still didn't notify you. That's crazy. Melnick was the mole, but wasn't really a mole. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, so now she's gonna talk a little bit until it gets to Woody coming up. He's gonna drop down, but he comes back up again. So okay, so let me see, cause she dropped some gems in between, so I don't want to skip over her too much. I agree with Shan that Melnick was a mole, but not a mole because he was doing what shouldn't have been considered anything bad. He was, you know what I mean? Like, I can see that. Like Melnick, looking at him, he seems he's late 40s, early 50s, a seasoned attorney, and it just seems like, of course, I'm going to communicate because that's what ethically we were supposed to do. So that's why I think I agree with Shannon. It's probably Melnick, but he was doing it in a way like I should be able to tell them though. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So we heard from Melnick. I don't want to hear any more Melnick threw Kayla under the bus. You see that he came on here and he showed out.
Okay, they like Melnick, which is why I was like, okay, well, the chat's not just someone that doesn't like people. So when that other person comes up, not Woody, it's a different person comes up. I'm like, dang, what did he do? So y'all, if you know about this case or y'all know about this man that's gonna come up after Woody, let me know if you know him. I'll wait till we get there, but I'm saying that in case I forget to ask you later because they was not feeling that other man that came up. Okay.
Even answered the question about the email. So we want to just say thank you to Melnick. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys. So next, let's get another good question. A good question, guys.
She's reading the chat. Someone put in all caps, why would you and Melnick not report to the state? I'm going to say they still, well, I don't know why Melnick wouldn't for sure. Maybe Mercy? I don't know. But Kayla seems to be fond of Adrian Love and some of the other attorneys. Look, I'm saying the name like as if I always knew that was her first and last name. But she seems to be fond of Adrian Love after she, I guess, maybe met them in person. I'm not sure. She said she was a critic until she got to where she met them in person. Let's see. Melnick sent an email to the others because he never knew it was supposed to be secret or private. He said he had never seen anything like that, so I definitely believe that.
Why do you guys keep asking who snitched? I don't know. I was sitting in the courtroom. I was pulled into this. I left the judge's chambers at about 11:49 and came and sat down in the courtroom. Okay, we'll talk about the transcripts. Let's talk about the transcripts. So, Who you guys want to review the transcript? We can review the transcript. I'm here to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Like I said, I just wanted to get on here, introduce myself. Oh God, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Look who we got.
Okay, this is Kenneth Copeland, aka Woody, is coming up now. So he's sitting in his car, and because I didn't know what to expect, but he did choose to come up, so I should have known it was gonna be okay. But I didn't know what to expect, so I was like, oh, okay, they seem, everything's good. And then when they explained her being fired and all this other stuff, like, oh, okay. So here we go with Lil Woody, and when he drops down, he will be back up in a little bit.
Y'all. It's Mr. Copeland. You just missed Melnick.
I'll watch it.
Oh, okay. Woody, is the transcript complete? You say no?
You know that.
So guys, I just want to say that even though Woody fired me, as you all know, I still have to protect his interest. And I want to say we will not be talking about the case. He cannot answer anything. As you guys have seen over and over again, the state is watching. I'm sure they're on. Say hi to the state, everybody, because we know they're watching. So we got to protect Woody. We don't want anything to come of this. But what questions?
Okay, before we get in there, he was shaking his head like when she said, Woody, was the transcript complete? And he was like, that's what he was doing. That's why you couldn't hear him and, just shaking his head. And he was like, you know that. So basically, which he should do, he should just be like lobbing the answers back to her because he is still having to be involved with his trial. So I totally get it. What else was I going to say about him? I'll pause it when I remember.
Do you have her? Woody, did you fire me for real?
He nodded his head, yes.
Have they released you, or do you still have to go back?
That's what it was. She said, say hi to the state because we know they're watching. So that was the other thing. Thank you, Too Blessed for You. She's the prosecutor's basically of course they will watch this. They would definitely watch this stream.
They better release me.
Have they released you, or did they say they may call to ask you some more questions? No, nothing. Huh? Do you have anything you want to say to everybody? No.
You all right?
I'm okay. All right, everybody say thank you for joining us to Woody.
Yeah, because I don't know what I'm doing on here, so.
Well, you're doing a good job. Everybody, drop a green heart for Woody. Let's see green hearts. Come on, let me get some green hearts.
Not no green heart. You know how these people play. Put a white
I love green. That's my favorite color. I've been making.
Yeah, I love green too.
Okay, let's drop pink hearts for Woody.
Is green associated with YSL? I could have Googled it, but I'm going to ask y'all because he was like, nah, you know how they going to think it's something. So, because he was like, I can't do green hearts because she already had them dropping green hearts before he came in, but he was like, not green.
Yeah, pink to do it.
Okay, let's do pink hearts. Come on, let's get some pink hearts. Woody.
Everything we do, you know how they do it. You know what's going on.
Look, Woody, so do you think that all these, how do you feel about all these memes on the internet? Do you think they're funny?
No. These people see me out.
We lost them.
He'll be back up.
Let's see if he comes back, but he doesn't think they're funny, guys. This is his life, his livelihood. You know, a lot of people think that he fired me and there was a bad blood, but there wasn't. If you were in the courtroom, a lot of people caught it. Like a lot of my people that are in tune and watching all the time, they caught it, and I mouth to him, I say, thank you. Here, he's back, guys. Here you go. Okay, what'd you say, Woody? Do you think these memes and all these things are funny? No.
No.
Do you like when people like keep trying to record you and walk up on you?
No.
You want them to stop?
I think they be trying to get my location. And I'm going to get their ass if they do get my location up.
Well, y'all know Woody gonna be Woody. So you don't ever sit back and look at some of these moments from court and just laugh? You gotta laugh because that's hey.
I was too drained to look at them, but when I did look at them, I was like, wait, the fuck?
And like I said, sometimes, me and Woody, we have conversations, but I'm going to be transparent. One day I text him, I say, a lot of people are laughing about this and they think it's funny, but this is really draining and this is our real lives. And
I'm going to read Shan's comment answering to Kim, because I have to agree with both of you. And the ones that called it early, y'all called it early. Credit to y'all. We react in real time and we be forming our opinions without everything present. So, but I will definitely agree with y'all. I saw it by the time we watched, maybe when Young Thug's attorney was not put in custody, but he was held in contempt. But yes, I agree with the comment where Shan said, "Yep, Kim, he got good sense now." Or now I know why he was acting like this. He had no choice but to be there. Right, Shan. I agree. Okay.
So I want everybody to just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you see him. Don't walk up on him. Don't record him. He is still a person. And
I take a picture, but y'all gotta understand, bro. Every smile ain't no finished smile.
Right.
You feel me? Like, if you want to take a picture, I'll take a picture, but all this sneaking recording me, man, I'm very paranoid. And I'm paranoid for our safety.
That's right. Well, also, let's talk about, we're going to talk about some things. Do you got time to talk about some things in the transcript, Woody?
You trying to send me back to jail?
No, in the transcript, it's public record. Everybody has seen the transcript.
Yeah, but you know how they plan it.
I just want to talk about one thing. It's not about the facts of the case. I just want, everybody says that I did not help you in that room and I let them badger you and that I did not protect you. Is that how you felt that day?
You want to prove yourself to people that don't care shit about you?
I'm just asking you.
That's a fair question. But I get why she also is doing it. But he said, are you trying to prove stuff to people that don't give a S about you? I do get where he's coming from, but I also get with her having this reputation and everything and it being so high visibility and having I'm saying privilege in the sense that he chose to actually come up on her stream. I'm like, I'm gonna ask too. Let me just ask for the public. I know the answer to this, but I'm still gonna ask for the public. Woody said, are you trying to send me back to jail? Right, Teresa?
Is that how you felt, or do you feel like we were on the same team that day?
You know what's going on, right?
Yes.
You know how it played out, right?
Know how it played out.
So why it matter what the people think?
Just answering the questions for him. But you're right. So that's his answer.
Well, you answer the question for me. Tell him. You can speak for me on that. Tell him.
Well, the transcript speaks. It says, I don't trust anybody. I trust her.
Self-explanatory. You know me, man. They probably come kick my door in the morning. They try to get me.
Okay, Woody, well, we won't take up any.
Only other thing, and I do this, so this is not a heavy criticism. This is just, I'm wondering. He is dead serious that they would come kick his door in at any moment and come get him. And she's laughing at some moments. I'm like, I don't know if he was making jokes right then. I don't know, but I know she's a criminal defense attorney, I think. So, like, well, I don't know, did she go from criminal defense to personal injury? Because she said somebody was like, why is a personal injury person representing Woody in this ex parte? So I don't know for sure, but sometimes when she laughed at some things, I'm like, he seemed like he dead serious. Like, I don't know. I don't know. So does she do that too? Because I'll laugh when I'm uncomfortable too. So I was just wondering about that.
More of your time. Thank you for joining us. Everybody say thank you to Mr. Copeland.
All right, you take care. And hey, don't stop. Don't be trying to prove yourself to these people that don't care. You know how good you are. You feel me?
Thank you.
All right, you take care. For sure. How you get up?
You guys know there's never a dull so everyone should love me now. Of a transcript. Well, we do have some people that hate me, guys, whether you believe it or not. I'm gonna say, okay, we'll talk about what's missing from the transcript.
I'm skipping ahead a little bit. Is this person about to come up? Okay, I'm gonna see if she's gonna talk about the transcript before I talk about this other person that's coming up.
So I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. As far as that goes, I do not honestly think that anything is missing that is pertinent from the transcript. And when I say that, when I don't necessarily think anything is missing, I think that we went off the record at a certain point and that stuff was cut off, but I don't think it was anything that would have changed the outcome of what has happened.
This is where, with my non-legal background, I'm gonna have to disagree that only non-pertinent things were left out, because one, that by definition of redaction, you usually take out things that are very much important, but you don't want everybody to see, you know. Well, I guess also you take out things that, I guess, non-pertinent things, but they still could be important, but they're not pertinent. But y'all, do y'all remember when we watched The Other Attorney and his dad, and he was like, the very beginning, you don't even see the judge speaking. Now, when you commence, that's not off the record. You just started this. So how is that cut off? Why is that cut off? So I feel like maybe she didn't see anything that could catch her eye, but something between Judge Glanville, the prosecution, they felt like it needed to be out of the transcript. Especially, why is the beginning of it like gone? Like that's just the beginning of it starting. So I have to disagree just because, yeah, why aren't the judge's words still at the beginning of the transcript?
The things that were said that were off the transcript, they were very, 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 very minute. There was nothing from the judge that was said off the record. And there was, honestly, there was nothing there were just some like kiki conversations. But for the most part, I believe all of the information contained in the transcript did what it was supposed to do. Up until this day, you know, I believe there have been several, and you say why off the record is because we just went off the record. It's just like, say a hearing was over and the judge says, okay, now we're off the record. And then I say something to someone else in the courtroom. Whatever I say then won't be on the record, but doesn't mean it wasn't said. And it doesn't mean that it wasn't important, but you know, what is Ceddy doing? Ceddy, hold on, let's get him. How do I invite him on here?
Okay, this is the controversial person, Ceddy. Black guy, locks, looks like he's been covering the YSL trial, probably does other stuff too. They were not feeling him. They said, I'm leaving if you let Ceddy up. I don't want to hear nothing from Ceddy. Don't let him up. Don't let him attach himself to you. Don't do Ceddy. No Ceddy. No Ceddy. She still brought Ceddy up, but they were not feeling this dude named Ceddy. Like, they was like, no. And then they were like, why is he the one asking all the questions? So I don't know what Ceddy be doing over on his channel, but most of these people in here was like, nah, get somebody else. Put Cat Not Williams up there, put somebody else up there. But they was like, we over it. We don't want to hear Ceddy. I'm going to let him come up just so y'all can hear him coming up, but I'm going to skip most of him and go to Cat Not Williams because Kayla Bumpus talks a little bit more, just adds a little bit more detail, a little more context to some stuff. So I want to skip to that. But first, I'm going to read some of these comments when Ceddy come up so y'all know. But okay, so he's coming up in a second.
Because he is getting out. Let me put him in here. Hold on, guys. If I just, let's see. Okay, I just dropped it in there again.
All right, here we go. It says, I stopped watching Ceddy Nash's content, so his name is Ceddy Nash. Ceddy's not your ally. Let me see. Oh yeah, I saw Drea XO in the chat. That's who it was. Drea XO was in Kayla Bumpus's chat. I saw her. Okay, let's keep going.
Let me.
Somebody said this is the Lord saying don't do it, Kayla, because she hasn't gotten him up yet. They're also saying invite Cuff Boys. So I have not personally heard of them until I saw them saying put Cuff Boys in the chat. Put Cuff Boys in the chat. Who else? They saying no, don't add Ceddy. Let me just tell y'all the chat because it ain't. And he reading the hate too. He reading the hate.
Like, why you wanna mess with me?
But you guys protect for all costs. You know how that goes. They mad.
What they mad about? Everybody put a green heart on Ceddy. Put a green heart on.
Okay, we're not gonna listen to Ceddy because I don't know what he do. But Flower Bloom said, "Lord have mercy, not Ceddy." That's in my own chat. But they're saying boo, no. They're saying clout chasing Ceddy. Sorry, y'all, my face all close to this thing. Don't put Ceddy Nash on your channel, please. He is a clout chaser. Ceddy is lame. I don't know what Ceddy did. They said block Ceddy. I don't know what that man did. They do not want him. And I just wanted to show that it's not like they didn't want to see anybody because they was good with Melnick. They were good with Woody. And they'll be good with Cat Not Williams coming up. But they did not want to see Ceddy. They was like, nah. So I'm skipping to her speaking to Cat Not Williams, which I think is also one of her moderators. Let me see here.
Sit down with me and show me that the world was talking about me. I honestly didn't know. And Kat had all the vibes.
I put you in a thumbnail. I tried to make you look good.
So what did I say to the two ladies on the court in the courtroom? So I'll talk about this. So pretty much, and I'll talk about the immunity too. I'm writing down everything that you guys want to talk about. So when let's just do a little backtracking. So usually when a client is excused from the courtroom, that means that the attorney is excused as well. So on Monday when I showed up, and I'll be honest with you guys, I was already discharged. I was already fired when we came into that courtroom. But I told everybody, and I told Woody, I'm going to stay until the end of Monday to make sure that you are released from custody, even though you discharged me. And so you guys saw it way after I had already been fired. And like I said, that was at the direction of Attorney Melnick, who I was there for. If he chose to testify, it was my duty to then be discharged. And so that's what happened. But as an officer of the court and with my prior representation of Mr. Copeland, I wasn't going to just leave him there and throw him to the wolves. So I stayed. He was discharged. He was excused at around 5:59 or sometime. So that's when I left the court as well. However, we know there was that whole additional part about with Ashley Merchant, who did an amazing job. And after that's over, we hear Glanville say, "Where is Kayla Bumpus?" And I am watching on live like, oh my God, why is he looking for me? What's going on? And so pretty much, I was then told that I needed to come back on Tuesday. When I get back on Tuesday, as you guys know who was in that meeting, and everybody, you read the transcript and I say, my favorite part is, who, me? Because it was never any indication that I would have to stay past Monday. So, in efforts, because everybody was trying to tell Judge Glanville, you can't keep her, you can't keep her, you can't keep her. And once that didn't work, Woody came to my rescue like, okay, if you not gonna let her go, I'm gonna fire her. You fired, okay? And so know if that's really how that went. And I say a lot of people who were paying attention or who saw, and I think maybe Miss Sylvia saw, but a lot of people saw when I even say to him, thank you so much. A lot of people I've seen have saw that I said that to him. Because had he not done that, I probably would have had to stay for 10 days.
Okay, so that was the definitely I wanted y'all to hear her say that, because obviously our impression was he fired her. They gave off this air of there was an incompetence and he didn't trust to be represented by her, which it was not that, it was that he knew, like, well, oh, and she's going to explain more too about how you can't enable your client to lie, which is, oh, that's very interesting, because now I'm thinking about Maurice and Marcel. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you, because you as an attorney, you can't enable your client to lie. I ain't saying for a fact that that's what's happened, but it's very interesting. But anyway, he already has said in the transcript, I lie a lot. I'm probably gonna be lying. Most likely I'm lying. And so, like, it really did her no good to keep representing him. And he basically gave her an out, like, I'm firing her. So there's no, she needs to keep representing me. And then for what purpose? Because he really wasn't wanting to testify anyway to be represented. And so this is just, it's interesting to hear her take about it, and that they had already actually had that resolved, but then Glanville was calling her back in on a different day. And I think she's going to say that she didn't say it already. She said all she had was like a little Amazon button up. And she said the day before she was looking cute, there was no cameras. She got to put on her emergency outfit. Now there's cameras and all this other stuff. But everybody, even the prosecution, knew, which she's going to talk about that too, that Woody was letting her go as the attorney. So it wasn't like it was made to seem for us that was kind of like just looking at headlines, and you know, headlines are usually never what they seem anyway. But yeah, even people that were following the case more, I think that some of them thought she was fired for a really bad reason. That's what I thought after the last live you did about the trial. Okay, Bonnie. And hey, Liz grandma, and I saw Follow Me Black TV. Hey. Okay.
All for the trial to be paused anyway.
Oh, but to answer the question, I go to Simone and Adrian because they were in the room when he fires me. Also, another thing we talked about is that there are rules of ethics that attorneys have to go by. And one of those rules is that if you know somebody is lying, you cannot assist them in lying on the stand. Everybody read the transcript. There were multiple times when Mr. Copeland insinuates and directly says, I'm going to lie. I am a liar. And in order to protect my bar card, I told him, hey, just fire me so you can testify however you want to testify. And I can protect myself as well. And that is what I was telling them to say. I told them, you need to say something, because they knew that I was not supposed. So I'm back. Oh, I'm over there like, hey, y'all need to say something. And then eventually Simone gets up like, she shouldn't be here.
Yeah, I think they were trying to figure out, and they should have been quicker with it. And I'll comment because I don't want you to talk about your colleagues, but I feel like they didn't want to give a hint in open court that one of the reasons you should be able to go is because you knew that this witness may be lying on the stand. They didn't want that to be, they didn't want to get up and state that reason out loud to the judge. Like, yeah, we agree that that's a reason, you know? But at the same time, once it clicked for them that they could say, well, he's purged his contempt, and that's all she was representing Copeland for. So, especially if she's fired anyway, she has no reason to be here anymore. So they finally realized they had a reason that they could back you up with wanting to go without coming out and saying she should be able to go because her witness, the client, might actually want to lie on the stand, which would be bad for us. So I think they were just struggling trying to come up with the correct reason to make their argument.
Is Lee in here? I dropped the chat so he can get on. Let's see.
All the way up.
I dropped it. You need me to drop it again? No.
Okay, I'm gonna stop there. She's trying to get the lead attorney to come up. So two things. If you want to see more of her, The link is going up immediately after this live ends, so you can finish out the video. I stopped at about the 52-minute and 50-second mark if you want to keep going and watch it, or if you want to see it from the beginning when Woody came up and all that stuff. Also, she did an interview with lead attorney that she referenced, so I'm sure if you just search his channel, you'll see him interviewing her. So yeah, those are the things. That's where we're at right now. Thank you, Bama Girl, for letting me know about this video. And the one where the attorney is signaling the judge, shout out to, I think it was Valencia. Well, next time we're on normal StreamYard, I'll show that one. It's a short video, but that is what it kind of looks like. I don't know. That's what it looks like. But yeah, okay. So that's it for now. I'm gonna see y'all again soon. Thank you for sticking it out to listen to the YSL trial. Please go back and replay about trending tries just so we can be on the same page. Okay, and then that is it for now. I will see y'all soon. Bye.